In this video, we are gonna deconstruct a Netflix documentary. I mean, it's a comedy, really. It's definitely a comedy. We're gonna go over what some professional physique athletes think you should be doing to lose weight, and then probably go into what you actually should be doing to lose weight. Coming up. So come on then, mate. You did the research for this.
This is just like 27 minutes in. There was a good fucking 24 minutes of them flexing and posing, which I had to sit through. Obviously, they all look good. I mean, nothing to do with genetics and drugs, but it's all because of what they're doing. The first one, a bit of training advice from Dennis James, big Dennis James. Why use heavy weights when training? Why not use lightweight and do it super, super slow? If you take 3 times as long, it just feels 3 times as heavy.
What?
Where does that stop then? Why not do it 10 times as long?
Oh, that's getting heavier.
7 hours in the gym.
Yeah, can you imagine doing this? I'm not feeling a burn yet. Well, actually, I am.
Like,
I actually am. But
what? Yeah, I was going to say, that is heavy.
Yeah, that is heavy for me.
You could only do 10 reps.
Yeah.
But why? Like, why? Why not do it super, super slow?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's going to hurt. But there's a lot of things that hurt that aren't going to help you grow.
Being punched in the face.
Punch in the face, yeah. Why not fucking
shove a courgette up your ass?
That is. We carry on. Fasted cardio. So they sat around, bit of a group discussion.
Because we know there is only one answer to this question.
Yeah, which is?
It's pointless.
A few of them sat around. I do fasted cardio because when I do it, I get results. Yeah. What about if you did it after eating? Would you get results then?
No.
Definitely not. Have you tried it? No, not tried it. I just do it fasted because I get results doing it. So, and then somebody pipes up, I actually don't do fasted cardio. You know, it's like he's just gone, I just raped a child outside. And they all like fucking slate him. They're like, what? Dennis James is like, why don't you do it? Like proper condescension. Yeah. Why?
Why not?
Why don't you do it? So you think that consuming breakfast is gonna benefit you anyway? Because if you consume your breakfast, all you're gonna burn off is your breakfast and not any body fat. So Dennis James, do you think that then doing your cardio but then eating after, do you not think that you're just replenishing what you just burnt off?
By his logic,
if you're going to use that logic, surely it's like that's what it is. It's like cleaning out your bank account, then filling it back up. Does it matter whether you filled it back up and then clean it back out? Surely.
No.
Like, it's the same way. It's the same net. So if it's the same net, then does it matter if it's fasted or not?
No, it doesn't work like that, man.
No, it doesn't work like that.
No.
Don't work like that. Of course it fucking doesn't. Ridiculous. And then one of them goes, well, I do fasted cardio, but I do make sure that I've had a big carb meal the night before. But then somebody goes, but carbs are in and out of your system within 3 to 6 hours.
No! No! No!
In and out of your system.
In and out.
Well, they come in, then go straight back out.
No.
They're only in.
No.
It's like going into a nightclub. Get in and out. He said they're in and out between 3 to 6 hours. And
the exact same ones as well. Not different ones. Not like the ones from the earlier on in the day. They're not out. No, it's the same ones that are in and out of your system.
They're in and out. They go in and out, so it's pointless. And then he went, because then eating carbs in the evening, he said, if you've not used them within that 3 to 6 hours, he went, you'll spill over and you'll store it all as body fat. That's not how it works.
No, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Incorrect.
Very, very hard to store carbs as body fat. The process is called de novo lipogenesis. What actually happens is that the mass overconsumption of eating carbohydrates just leads to less fat oxidation, which means you'll store more of the dietary fat that you eat.
Yeah. But I thought they were in and out in 3 to 6 hours though. If you eat too many of them, they're in and out in 3 to 6 hours, so you can't.
Doesn't matter then,
so it said you can't put on body fat by eating carbs, surely.
No. He then used the advice of going, well, if you're spilling over, why not just use healthy fats instead of carbs to stop that? Why don't you just use healthy fats? And he'd use the word healthy fat.
Healthy fat.
To stop that from happening. He thinks that eating carbs when you're not burning them off, if you just replace those calories with fat, then it works completely different. Bollocks.
Unbelievable.
Absolute bollocks. Again, how are these people allowed to put this information out? Like,
they shouldn't be.
Because there's going to be young lads looking at all these guys with
well, there are. There's loads of them, mate.
The perfect physique, right? Going, okay, so healthy fats, yeah, okay, good. Take carbs out, yeah. Carbs are in 3 and 6 hours, okay. I must do fasted cardio. That one does fed cardio. Like,
just imagine their heads just trying to just explode them all.
Like making notes like this.
Yeah.
We're making notes to take the piss out of it, but they go, fuck. All of this to remember. Then Dennis James goes on and goes, your diet does dictate what type of cardio you need to do, because if you're having a slightly higher fat diet, then you need to do lower intensity, longer cardio. But if you've got more carbs in your diet, then you've got to do HIIT.
No, carbs are in and out of your system in 3 to 6 hours, so it doesn't matter for a start.
So I can see the rationale that he's getting at, because you're going to oxidize more fat, right, with lower intensity steady state, and you're going to use more carbohydrates if you do HIIT. But what they're using cardio for is to burn fat or expend calories. So it doesn't fucking matter. No. It doesn't matter, because if you're expending 400 calories doing LISS or HIIT, it's still 400 calories. And it doesn't matter what type of diet you've done, high carb or high fat, because it's still the fucking calories.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you saved up £2,000 in £50 notes or £20 notes. You've still saved up £2,000. It's the same fucking thing.
That's the thing, they can never grasp that, because it's the same thing with fasted cardio. It's like, technically it does burn more fat, but it doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of 24 hours if you eat the same amount of fucking calories.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no difference.
The best time to do it is fasted, Dennis James says, but if you actually can't do it fasted, do it after training, because it mimics being fasted.
Except you've eaten. So it doesn't mimic you being fasted.
No, he said it mimics being fasted because you've just used all the calories when you're training, so it mimics being fasted. It doesn't mimic being fasted. It doesn't mimic being fasted. How hard are you training to get rid of everything that you've stored in your body to mimic a fasted state, essentially? And then somebody said in response to that, well, the way you're looking, you can't argue.
Wow! Can't argue that. You can't argue with it because you don't fucking know anything.
The way you're looking, you can't argue that. The use of well, you look good, so that means you must know what you're on about. Fucking pointless. Ridiculous. It means nothing. It's redundant in this case, right? There's lots of people who look good who know fuck all, including Dennis James, yeah. I'd rather listen to Les Dennis. We have to survey 100 people. What oxidizes more fat?
Really know.
They go on to Jeremy Buendia, Mr. Olympia physique. I do carb cycling, but I adjust it day to day, judging by my daily weigh-ins. What?
Because eating more carbs means you weigh more.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't use that.
Low carb.
So yeah, so you wouldn't use that as a marker of whether you've gained weight or not, would you? Because you'd be like, well, it's just a carb.
Then he knows I need a low carb day, and then he goes, oh, I've dropped a bit more that day, so I'll have a higher carb.
So he's just having a high calorie day, low calorie day. He's sat there going, this isn't well, I'm not dropping weight. My weight keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. This is so confusing.
It's unbelievable.
How do they not put two and two together?
Unbelievable, unbelievable. So yeah, he's taking into account his daily weigh-ins, right? Which, does he eat at the same time every night? Is he weighing at the same time every morning? Is he more or less stressed? Did he train that day? How many steps did he do? It's ridiculous. So he's going on his morning weights. And then he says, if I need to boost my metabolism, of course he does, I just throw in a refeed day. I just have a refeed, and they're all going like that, nodding, yeah. He went, the day after, you go up in weight, and they went, yeah, because you hold more water. No, because you've eaten more carbs. Right, which comes with water, obviously, but still, it's because you've eaten more carbs. He went, but then the day after, because your metabolism has been boosted, then you end up dropping weight. That's not why it works.
No, mate. It's probably because you've got more carbs. You train a bit harder. You probably do a bit of cardio because you've got the energy and you feel better. You move around a lot more because you've got the carbs. You then drop weight, and you probably dropped a bit of water from that.
Drop water, yeah, because you've lowered cortisol, because you've increased your carbohydrates.
Not because your metabolism's increased.
No,
at all.
No. Why not do it for every meal then?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if this type of rationale worked, right, across the board, you would just do it for every meal, because if every time that you ate a higher carb or higher calorie meal that it boosted your metabolism, if that's what worked, then why not do it for every meal?
Do it every single day.
Do it for every meal.
Then your metabolism will be so high you can eat 10,000 calories a day.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Bearing in mind, this is Jeremy Buendia, right? Probably taking T3 Cleanse a lot on everything trend. Look at the fucking size.
Stuff we've not even heard of as well.
Yeah, he went, my weight tends to hold around 175 grams of carbs. How much fat are you having? How much protein are you having?
No, just the carbs. Just the carbs.
Just the carb. Regardless of any of the other variables, at 175 grams of carbs, my weight is stopped. You've given it no context.
Doesn't
what
matter.
You want?
Yeah.
300 grams of fat? I don't know. The kicker, the quickest way to drop body fat. What would you say the quickest way to drop body fat is?
Drop calories.
Yeah, drop calories. That's instantaneous. You're going to drop body fat. If I ate nothing today, right, I would lose some body fat.
You would, yeah.
Right. The quickest way they find to do it is to double their muscle mass.
That happens overnight as well.
Double. Just
Easy,
double.
mate.
Just double my.
Just double it.
Just double it.
Go from 80 kilos to 160 kilos.
Yeah. The quickest way, bar none.
It's not hard as well to do that. Just double your mass. What we've worked out here is as long as you do your fasted cardio, you have your refeed day, your healthy fats.
You have your healthy fats in the evening, because if you have the carbs in the evening, then they spill over and store as body fat. But then
no, but carbs are in and out in 3-6 hours.
3-6 hours, yeah.
So
how long is he sleeping?
And then your refeed day boosts your metabolism, and then you double your muscle mass. And you've got the perfect physique. Boom, there you go, it's done.
Like, I probably fucking did the same thing. When I was like 19, 20, I would be like, fucking brilliant.
No, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I remember it. I remember thinking, healthy fats, stabilised blood sugar,
cardio.
Carbs at a certain time of the day, fasted cardio. I've done that, I literally done it all. But that's why we're so fucking irate when we see it, because it makes no fucking fucking difference because we know better, we're educated. The determining factors of why these people are the way they are is that they eat enough protein, they eat enough calories, they weight train, and they inject testosterone.
And they've got good genetics.
And fucking everything else, and good genetics.
Yeah, that's it. This is the equivalent of seeing one of these skincare fucking things on TV advert. Who do they use to advertise that?
People with really bad skin, isn't it, surely?
Oh, no. A model. A model who looks fucking flawless like that. That's like going, well, if I take that skincare, I'm going to look exactly the same as that.
Yeah.
Of course they are. They're not going to drag some shit pig off the street and go, take that, and all of a sudden she's a fucking supermodel.
Yeah.
No. If you're getting your nutrition advice from Netflix, question yourself. Look elsewhere.
You should be getting nutrition advice from this channel and this channel alone.
Correct.
End of video.
Done.
We'll see you next time.